Salutations from Portis of the Pines. Here's the 6th gnarliest bathtub scenes. Let's get lost. Stephen King's It.
Stephen King's It. So fun fact, he was actually on coke when he wrote this, which worked out in his favor because it's a classic, a two-part classic at that. So the most terrifying thing about this scene is the fact that her dad can't see anything that's happening. With the blood splatter, with him actually even going as far as touching her face and smearing it on her, completely clueless. I mean, as a kid, that would be terrifying. And then on top of that, it just makes it seem like she's crazy. She's already being abused, so this is probably just adding on to another ass whooping.
What lies beneath?
All right, what lies beneath? Let's go. So this movie is really a thriller. I mean, honestly, you watch it, it goes not the way you think it's going to go. But this scene particularly is probably the most deepest, scariest part for me. Because could you imagine being sedated or like even partially paralyzed, whatever he did to her, and having to make a decision in this circumstance? I mean, do you relax and float to the top because you're pretty much already relaxed on account of whatever he put inside of you? Or do you pull the plug? Or do you shut off the water? For me, I'd be dead because I'm not going to be able to rationally think at a time like this because I'm going to be panicking. Looking at it, watching it, I'm going to definitely shut the water off first and then try to pull the plug. And if that all fails, I'm just going to relax because I'm going to obviously figure I'm going to die anyway and float to the top and maybe fall out of the tub. I don't know. But definitely worth watching.
Bride of Chucky.
Let's go, Chucky. List is not complete unless he's on there, I swear. So, Bride of Chucky. First of all, Jennifer Tilly. We all know it's a bad bitch right there. This right here is exactly what would happen if you drop your boombox in the water. And I say that because as a child, I was always, and I still am, listening to music from the start of the day to the finish. And you never really knew what they meant by, you could get electrocuted. My mom was always on my head. Don't touch the radio. Don't change the station. Don't change the CD. Whatever's on is playing for the duration of your shower. And you think, okay, what am I going to get shocked when I touch it? But seeing this, it became real. Plus, you got the bubbles and everything, the lights flickering. Like, can you imagine? Because this is just like the awfulest way to go, I feel like.
Final Destination.
Let's go, Final Destination. Honestly, this part of the movie is probably my favorite. And I know that sounds really demented. However, can you imagine slipping and that thing wrapping around your neck that many times, so fast, so rapidly? And of course, you got shampoo and all that shit, which nowadays, even for me, there'd be body scrubs. There'd be so much for my ass to slip on in that shower. I'd be just like him. My favorite part of this scene is that his eyes become redder and redder as the time goes on from him being choked up like that. I don't know, something about that just, it does it for me. And the fact that his dad heard none of that going on is just wild. And he's reaching for these little tiny eyebrow scissors. What is he really going to cut with that? Look at his eyes, just getting darker. This is fucked up.
Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever, let's go. So, short and sweet, who keeps shaving after the first stride of hell? She literally kept shaving after that. That's a no-go. My ass would have been peroxided, alcohol in my legs. I would have been out of there. Gnarly.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, let's get into it. Freddy Krueger is fucking wild for this one because I thought for sure he was going to make himself a roast beef sandwich. I thought he was going to snatch that bologna. If you didn't think that, that's crazy too because just look where it's headed. I can't even. I remember seeing this and thinking, oh my God, how would that feel? Raging hormones as a teenager. You never know. The fact that her mom interrupted her fucking bath time for a glass of warm milk while she's already in this warm ass bath is nasty AF. That's the thing though. Some people like that warm milk. Nasty. So when he finally does take her under, that's another phobia for me. That dark abyss of water and then you're down there with fucking Freddy. I'd be fucking dead. She didn't really fight for her life that hard either. I'm gonna tell you that. And when her mom came back with an already unraveled wired hanger to come through that door, I would already have kicked that bitch in. Still a gnarly bathtub scene, but so many different things that I would have did differently. Wild.